I'm here with Mr. Stephen Howson. Manchester United are fucking back, ain't they?
As fuck. I'll tell you what, imagine not being a United fan. Imagine calling our manager, the guy that scored the tap-in that Barcelona game in 1999 against Bayern Munich, but it was in Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? Imagine calling him Wally. Imagine having the disrespect to call him a PE teacher. Imagine giving a fuck about the win percentage. When he was permanent, when he wasn't permanent. Why aren't you talking about the records now? 17 games unbeaten. The first Premier League... This is a mad stat. I can't believe this is true.
I don't believe this is true.
The first Premier League team to score or win by 3+ goals in, 3 consecutive games? Or 4 consecutive games?
4 consecutive
Or 24 consecutive games? Ever.
Liverpool, lucky the season didn't start after lockdown, to be honest.
They're fucking shit, aren't they?
There you go, out of context.
Tag me when you cut that
up. Watching that today, though, like, we didn't start off well, did we? And those are the games we've seen so many times over the years. We were alright, we won.
You could say Bournemouth was the same. You know, obviously we go a goal down, completely sort it out by half time. Exactly the same thing happened today. Was it that water break again? Because going into the water break, wasn't it? It was kind of like, and we're like, I don't like the water breaks. Oh, actually, it was sound.
Do you think it was just inevitable we would have done that anyway?
I don't know. There's a weirdness to United at the moment where there's almost an inevitability that we're gonna go and score goals. Mason Greenwood's fucking ridiculous. I love Paul Pogba chipping in with that Paul Scholes sort of finish from outside the box. Obviously, we scored a penalty, which, by the looks of things, I was right.
You thought it wasn't a penalty.
It was a penalty.
I thought it was a penalty. And then if that wasn't a penalty, we should have had a penalty in the 94th minute.
Well, yeah, and there was one also in the first half, wasn't it? Where was it Marcus got clipped by?
Where we first immediately thought it wasn't a penalty, and then it looked second time like it was.
Yeah, so all right, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? At the end of the day, no one ever brings that up when they talk about the VAR table. But the thing is, they're looking at it. It's more likely it's a correct decision when they've gone to VAR. My issue with the VAR thing was sometimes that they wouldn't go to stuff like that second penalty, which should have been a penalty. That was my issue with VAR.
I hate that when you were expecting a VAR to come up and then you see them playing on it, you're like, ain't you supposed to check that? Like, it's really, really
Why
hard.
is no one in your ear? I mean, the way VAR is supposed to work, if you listen to what IFAB is, it's meant to be for the clear and obvious errors, and they go, well, you can't be clear and obvious offside because it's like, it's either a yes or a no thing, but it's still meant to be like, if it's that sort of distance where it's like, you was offside in front of me, then that's the sort of thing that you're supposed to overturn. If it's like, we're talking about pube length, like, that's not clear and obvious. When you have to, they literally said this, IFAB literally said, if you have to look at it 15 times and you have to zoom in and go, is that pixel on or off? Well, that's not clear and obvious, so no. But yeah, I think VAR's got, I think it's not going away.
It's not going away. I think people have been crying out for it for years, so what did they expect once they got it? It's a really odd one. Forget VAR, we're just going to ruin the mood of things because look, how many, I've lost count, 16, 17?
141.
141 games unbeaten. Doesn't feel like it's going to end.
We're still fifth.
Yeah, somehow. But we look like we're going to get Champions League.
We've totally closed the gap now. Do you know what? It is in our hands. For the first time in a fucking long time, if not ever at this point this season. Well, I guess it was always in our hands if we won all 38 games, I guess. But like, it's actually doable from where we are now. 4 games to go in it. Doable. From here on in, well doable. I think Chelsea are in great form, but they've got some tricky games. And what could fuck them up could fuck us up. Because if we're looking at that semi-final for weekend and we're going... Because do you think we're going to play the same team for the next 3 games this week?
Maybe Monday, but definitely not midweek.
Right. So if we fuck up there, could Chelsea fuck up and gamble on the wrong one and maybe lose 2 or draw 2 or win 1? Or you're like, this is where...
Before we play Leicester, I reckon we're in the top 4 and it's wrapped.
Ooh, what, by 4 points?
Not by 4 points, but I think it's like we get a draw, we're alright. Like,
I'd rather not need a draw though. Draws are well minging.
I know what you're saying.
In your head, you're like, well, a draw will do.
But I just feel we'll go to Filbert Street. What's it called? Is it called
King
Filbert
Power.
Street? King Power. We'll go to the King Power. Fucking hell. We'll go to the King Power and we'll go there in the top 4.
I'd like to share your optimism, but Leicester are slipping, and I think they're the ones that we can get over. But you know, it could go the same way with Chelsea. We could end up being 3rd, 4th, 2 trophies which is the best season since Sir Alex. Which at the start of the season we was all thinking this is the worst United side we've seen in 30 years.
Exactly. Let's talk about that actually, because you spoke about him at the start and you were just kind of looking at the critics of him rather than actually looking at him. But how much credit does he deserve? Because almost the team at the start of the season and the team at the start of this post-lockdown, it's two different. It's like they've had 3 transfer windows in the middle. It's really, really strange. Now, obviously that's because of injuries and stuff. But the way we're moving in, the direction, it doesn't feel like one defeat's going to stop that.
No, but it does feel like one defeat might be a drama for us, unfortunately, and that.
No, in the context of this season.
Yeah, I know.
But in terms of improving the team.
No. I think if you are able to look at the bigger picture, I mean, people need to stop listening to what Ollie says and look at what he does. Like, people are saying, Uzi just said he'd like to stay, and everyone was like, what? I can't remember who it was. Oh no, it was the I've got 7 centre-halves things. Yeah, cool. Okay. But he was like, oh no, I want Alexis to stay. Oh no, we offered Ashley Young a new contract. But they're not here. Watch what he does, not what he says. What he says is for play. Right, we had Jose Mourinho, and Jose Mourinho's example of maintaining morale was to go,
0 shots on target.
These kids are shit. They're not going to be playing with Alexis Sanchez next year, so what does it matter? And I know that them kids came back and was like, well, what's the fucking point? I'm not going to play. Ollie does the opposite. Ollie goes, oh no, you're in my plans. Fucking selling, right? Which, that might be why he's called a babyface assassin. At the end of the day, Ollie is doing it. He's not talking about it. He's saying one thing and he's fucking doing it. And he's changed the makeup of this squad. He's gotten rid of players that are, like, did you see the dig that he had yesterday at Lukaku? Yeah, we look alright and we're not going to have anyone that comes back 15 kg overweight. Whoa.
I thought he was on about Shaw.
Well, he might have been, but he was definitely on about Lukaku, I think. No, I think there's a lot to praise about him. And I think he's got Alex on speed dial. Sir Alex on speed dial.
Yeah, I was going to say, fix up.
No, not Al. Is he in the way? Fuck off. I think he's got Sir Alex on speed dial. I think he's going to him often. And I think he's getting it. Like we've always said, this might not be the guy to win another treble and 3 on a bounce twice. Right? That might not be him. But whoever comes after him finds the club in a fucking miles better position than when he walked in. Can you remember the mood? Can you remember Anfield when Jose got sacked again? Right? And that's coming again.
Very soon.
Get an Amazon Prime membership because that documentary is going to be fucking banging.
When's that come out?
Can't come out quick enough.
Yeah, it can't.
After Jose sacked, hopefully, though.
Man, actually?
I think
wait, you finished what you're saying?
I think it was Tony.
You love Tony, don't you?
I rate him. I just got a feeling that
you don't love him?
I don't love him.
Get out. Can't have none of that on here.